Last time on FoxyNoTail's Minecraft Adventures.
Hello and welcome back to...
It was time to get building.
I want a little house, like a little farmy type house here.
So I went to a website.
This was the little house I did right down here, that tiny little one there.
I stole the designs and built it in creative mode.
So after a few minutes of poking around on Google and placing a few blocks, I've got this.
And then again on the Truly Bedrock server.
I think the next thing to do is probably going to be the stone buttons on the wood. In fact, no, the roof should be the next thing we do, because then...
Then I went back to the website.
And I want to support this creator, because I think some of the stuff he's done is fantastic.
And I made an account.
Someone had already took my username, so I've had to come up with my own username, and this apparently cost 10 points.
So I bought some points.
12 cents is all I need to pay to do that.
Then I downloaded the step-by-step guide.
This is fantastic. This is really good.
And now I'm going to build it.
Right, let's build it then.
That's literally what I just said.
Okay then, in order to build smallest house, I am going to need the following materials as listed in the PDF manual I downloaded. We need 53 dark oak stairs, 32 spruce planks, 31 dark oak half planks, 28 cobblestone, 25 stone bricks, 24 oak trunks, 18 dark oak fences, 14 dark oak planks, 15 oak planks, 3 glass panels, 1 bed, 1 chest, 1 cobblestone fences, 1 oven, a spruce door, 1 stone bricks, half plank, 1 toolbox, and 1 torches. Now, I'm glad they had pictures, because I think I'd have been a little bit confused when it got to the toolbox and the oven, just exactly what I'd need. So yeah, let's get my inventory organised a little bit so I can carry most of this stuff, and let's get building smallest house. Okay, layer 1, first and only floor. Grass plants here are for beauty only. You don't have to place them. Well, this is good news, because I don't have the grass planks, because he never gave me that in the instructions. So it looks like we need a stone slab at the front door, followed by a stone brick behind that, and then we've got some cobblestone either side of that, and our oak trunks either side of those there. Like that. Very good. Expert level 99 starting so far. 3 bits of cobblestone there and a bit of an oak trunk there. More cobblestone and another oak trunk. And then 3 bits of cobblestone there. Oak trunk. And then back this way. Same thing again with the oak trunks and the cobblestones. Very good. And in the middle, we have our oak wood planks. Now, it looks like we've got some dark oak fences dotted about this build as well, against that one there, and it looks like we've also got a couple over at the front as well, one there and one there. There we go. Smallest house, layer 1, complete. Okay, layer 2 says, as you can see, this house has space only for the minimum required to live. Yes, I agree, 100%. This does have the minimum required to live. Now we've got a chest there with some stone bricks there. We've got a bed next to that there. Don't forget our toolbox in front of the bed there, which is next to the oven, which goes there. Right, and now it looks like it's just a case of replicating those until the next layer. Very good. Easy peasy building this world's smallest house. Layer 3, all it says is a little light, and I think that is because we're going to be having some windows now, and of all of the things that we could have in here, we're going to be having a torch too. Amazing. Right, so what we got to do here is we've got a different material going on now. We've got the oak trunks there where they're left, which is absolutely great, but now we're going on to the spruce wood planks. Very good. Oh yes, this house is looking marvellous. Marvellous, my friends. Don't forget to keep making my fences a little bit longer as well. Right, the torch, the significant part, a little light goes just there. Very good. Missed a step on step 2. I was supposed to put the door on. There we go. The door is, I think that's the wrong way round. Let's put the door on. There we go. Door is on. Panic no more. No, that's the wrong way round. Carry on panicking. Now panic no more. There you go. Now it says layer 4, starting the roof. Keeping it simple. I like it. So we're going to need our dark oak for these bits mainly. And we're going to plonk one on there like that. Plonk one on there like that. And then we've got a couple of stairs up against the door like that. Well, this is my last oak trunk, and that's all gone now. I feel very short on oak trunks all of a sudden. Now, there is a downside. I think I've done that one way too far away, haven't I? There's a slight downside to this this design process, is that it only actually shows you one side of the house. So I've no idea what's going on at the back. Now, fortunately, it is done in layers, but there are points on this where it looks like it could be either a half slab or a full block, and I don't actually know. And somehow I've managed to run out of fences. Oh no, that's right. So as we get to the back here, these ones could well be full blocks. I don't know, because we got these fences down here, so I'm guessing that probably is supposed to be a full block, but there's... Oh yeah, you can see it on the picture actually. Yeah, Okay, I'm a moron. Layer 5 has absolutely no description. I mean, I would have probably put continuing the roof, but that's just me. So I'm just going to crack on with it and hope that I get it all right. Now, these ones here at the back could be slabs or they could be upside down stairs. I'm not sure. The ones at the front are upside down stairs. But is that one a slab or is that one an upside down stair? See, it's not very clear. I'm going to actually say that these ones are all upside down stairs. Seems I've got lots of stairs left and not many other things. Now, I'm getting my 10 cents worth here. I have to actually do some thoughts myself. Layer 6 again without description. Looks like we are going up higher with our stairs. Let's hope we don't run out. Let's hope we haven't used the wrong ones in the wrong places, which is probably the case knowing me, because I'm good at those sorts of things. Now again, completely guessing here. These ones could be slabs, because I've got more of them left, but they could also be full blocks. I'm not 100% sure. And then the top layer, we've got 3 full blocks there, and then that, and then those. Oh yes, it's all coming together very nicely. We've got that there, and then three full blocks. I haven't got enough full blocks left. I must have, made a boo-boo somewhere. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. It's absolutely fine. We can improvise. I also seem to have quite a substantial gap above my door. I feel like I've missed something on some of the layers here. Yep, I absolutely have. I should have had a block there, and there, and there, and there. There we go. No more gaps above my door. However, I do have 2 stairs left, and I'm supposed to have either a slab or a full block there. I'm very, I'm not, I've done something wrong here. Don't follow me, follow his instructions, not mine. I'm clearly not very good at this. Have you ever heard of Lego? Yeah, I'm good at Lego. I bet you don't look like you are. I am really good at Lego, mate. Alright, we're now on to layer 8, and this is where our other stairs come into play, so that's good. And there's another piece of cobblestone. And layer 9 is our cobblestone fence, which goes there, like that. And that's it. We've got some pieces left over. Oh, that's probably from this end, isn't it? Oh, yes, that's where those ones will have gone. But where's my extra piece of cobblestone from? I got cobblestone from somewhere, mate. I don't know where it's from. It's all right. Right, let's put those in place. And there we go. Smallest house is complete. And it looks fantastic. What an amazing looking smallest house. Now, the thing is, the colours are all wrong. We used spruce for the roof looks wrong as well. It looks really weird, the roof. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this one. Now, see on his picture, it looks a lot like longer and squashed more into the ground. I think what I need to do is I need to now tear it down, completely rebuild it, but with the materials we're using. So get rid of this oak and use some stripped spruce. Get rid of this dark oak and use spruce instead of those. And also, instead of having it a block above the ground like it is, drop it into the ground, because I just feel it's too tall that way. And I might actually extend it and make it a bit longer as well. Even though this is smallest house, I do feel it looks nice on the inside, but I feel like it's a little bit short on the outside. So I might keep that. Well, I don't want to keep it there because I want to build it here. So I might have to tear it all down, change the materials and start again. Great. I guess at least I've had a good practice. That's what I can say. I've had a good practice. I'm well practiced in how to build smallest house. So when I rebuild it again with different materials, it should be absolutely fine. But I really should have thought about doing this from the beginning. Yes. As an afterthought, okay, whatever, it's fine. Layer 1, Layer 2, Layer 3, Layer 4, Layer 5, Layer 6, Layer 7, Layer 8, and Layer 9. We are done. We have finished the house, the smallest house. Oh, I've forgotten to put the thing above the door again. And I feel that fits in with our area a lot better. It's a lot softer. It's not as dark. Maybe the doorway could do to have the dark oak on it. Maybe that looks a little bit too blendy-inny. Blendy-inny. Yep, they're the words I'm using. Right, so maybe we could go for a little bit of dark oak around the door there. That might just make that stand out a little bit more. But as for the rest of it, I think it... Whoa, hang on a minute. But as for the rest of it, I think that looks loads better. And it's a block longer as well, which I think really makes that... Yeah, it really suits that build being a little bit longer and not having quite so much sticking out the ground. I think that's loads better. Yeah, like a nice sort of squished, short... It's more like a shack than a house now, which is really what I like about this. And on the inside, we have mini light. What I also don't like about this particular design is that he didn't continue the beams going up. They stopped and went into a solid block. So we're going to change that. I'm going to have that going across there like that. And the chimney that comes down there doesn't actually come into the house, but I'm also going to bring that beam across there like that. I think that's going to add to it. And I don't think that's going to affect the outside too much at all. It doesn't, you can hardly even tell. That's great. Amazing. Another house done. And there we go with a little bit of dirt and grass around the place and a nice trim with the gravel and andesite. I think that blends into the area nicely. It's a lovely new addition to our build area, and our little farmer's markety town place is looking pretty good. I'm really impressed with what we got going on here so far. I really like it. Yeah, I think it all looks absolutely great. Oh, yeah, oh, man. Oh, now I need a path, I guess, coming across from that to that. Well, since my last clip, a lot of time has passed. I've been a very busy fox, mainly starting 2 brand new servers for my patrons. We've got 3 VIP servers altogether now, which is absolutely amazing because we've got so many members, it's ridiculous. But I'll talk about that later. And while I was having a little bit of downtime from Truly Bedrock, I noticed something, and maybe you notice it too. Minecraft on the Bedrock edition is just a little bit dull. Isn't it just a little bit dull? Oh, that's because you made everything grey and dull and medieval. No, but it's just dull, isn't it? It's not very bright. The colours a little bit desaturated, and the brightness is just a little bit... It's just a bit dull. So I think it's about time I did something about that. So I'm going to look down here, and I'm going to focus my arrow on those carrots down there. I'm going to press F1, and I'm going to magically inject some life into this game. Are you ready? Go! And there we go. Doesn't that just look a little bit brighter? A little bit nice and bright. And look, my inventory's nice and bright. And the world is nice and bright. And the blocks are nice and bright. Doesn't it just look wonderful? It looks so much better. It's only a tiny, tiny little tweak, but it looks a lot better. Now, I could have done that with video editing. I could just brighten up my videos, but there were a few things I wanted to do. First of all, I wanted to make the shadows under entities a little bit lighter. As you can see, I've done that. I wanted to increase the saturation of some of the blocks, but without them being too desaturated, and increase the brightness at the same time without bringing up the contrast too much. And what that does is that gives us a slightly softer gradient between our brightest parts of our cobblestone and the darkest parts. So we don't have really dark bits between our cobblestone now, which makes our pathwork look a lot nicer. And it also means that everything just has a much more vibrant, not too saturated vibe to it. Everything just looks a little bit nicer. You've still got the dullness of the wintry areas as you would expect, but overall, yeah, the whole world just feels a lot better. I really like the change I've made there, and it looks great in the nether as well. Let's go into the nether, and we'll do a little bit of a backwards and forwards in the nether. Wow, that's really bright in that room now. This room is ridiculously bright now. Yes, I've only done a tiny little tweak as well, so it's amazing how much of a difference it's made. Okay, so I'm going to poke my head out of this hole, hopefully not get eaten by anything. I'm going to look at the bottom of that fire there, and I'm going to switch back again. Ugh, look how dull and boring and horrible it is. Quick, turn it back on. Ah, that's better. Nice and bright in the nether as well. Very good. Oh, and look how bright it is in here. It's lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. And look at Chunk Town at the night. It looks so pretty. And look how bright and vibrant the nether wart blocks are coming from that. What? Why is it? No, I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, just everything just looks so much just nicer. Just nicer. So yeah, now that all this looks fantastic, let's maybe improve something else as well. Let's maybe make things sound a lot better as well. Are you ready? Let me clear my throat. There we go. That's better. Oh, yes. Yes, much, much better. We've got a depth to my voice now. Oh, yes. Yes, so it sounds better. It looks better. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it tastes better. Oh, I just like it. I really like it. Overall, I really like it. Now, you may all be saying, oh, FoxyNoTail, can we have a copy of that pack you've made to make everything look better? And the first thing I'm going to say is it won't work on mobile. See, I play on Windows 10. I don't play on mobile or console. So when I fiddle with shaders, which is effectively what this is, I am only doing it on a device I can test it on, because otherwise I'm just firing in the dark. You see, when you're messing about with shaders, they're different for the console and the mobile one. So I don't know what I'm doing. So I can't produce this for you, and I know most of you are playing on mobile or console. So, this is only going to work on Windows 10. I'm not going to offer it for download right now, but if it gets requested enough, if it is popular enough, I might just, offer it for download. But I really like it. What a difference that makes for just the look at the video and how bright. Oh, it's just lovely. Oh, anyway, I'm going to shut up about how lovely this looks. Let's go to bed, because it's nighttime and that's not so lovely. And then, whoa, that's a very, very bright bed. Yeah, I've lost a lot of the carpet on that bed. Maybe I've gone a bit too bright. Jeez. Yeah, my carpet's, I can't see that it's carpet anymore. If we move that, no, that doesn't, oh dear. I've got smooth carpet. Yeah, I might have over-brightened it a bit. Well, do you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? It's fine. A little bit of a bright carpet here and there between friends. No one's going to notice, are they? Right, anyway, time to crack on. Good news! I fixed my bed. It's not just bright white anymore. It still has a bit of texture, which is very good. And everything else is still very, very nice and bright. Yes, I've been fiddling with the pack again to make it just perfect. I didn't want to have a pure white bed. I wanted to have at least a little bit of texture. And I think I've nailed it. I think I got this. Right. Anyway, busy things to do. And the next thing to do is to consider that now that I have some practice in building houses based on other people's designs, do I now have what it takes to build one of my own? I guess we should head back to the test world. And the answer is yes. Yes, I can. But also no, because it's actually way too big. We need to be building on the small scale. This house is probably the biggest that we want to be going to, and I've made one that's nearly double the size, and it doesn't look quite as nice because the dimensions are just too big. So I need to have another go, although, I think I'm pretty much getting the idea of how the roofs go together and how the buildings go together. So yeah, I just need to try and make one a little bit smaller. How hard could it be? Well, I'm not even going to bother finishing this one off because yet again, I've made it too big. I tried a different design here with like a different levels of the roofs because I thought that might look a little bit interesting, and it does. But it's even bigger than that one. I need to go small. Why can't I build small? What's wrong with me? And now this one isn't actually too bad. We've actually gone for a very similar style from that original one, but tweaked a couple of things up a little bit. The shape's a little bit different. This roof actually comes off at a different angle as opposed to them both facing in different directions. And the downstairs bit is really tiny. Now I'm a little bit concerned that we've gone a bit too crazy with these overhangs here. It actually makes the inside area very, very small. So yeah, I think a little bit more tweaking and poking around on that, and that could be a lovely little next house for our village area. Very good. As the sun sets, you can see we now have another house on this little villagey place. And I've done the outsides. I've done a little bit of sort of decoration around the place. This one's got a fence as well to make it feel a little bit more like it's got a garden. It doesn't go all the way around, but I think it goes enough. It's got a few flowers as well, because this person's obviously a keen gardener, although not very good with his lawnmower. And yeah, I really like it. I love the design. I think it goes really well. It's not too similar to that one, but it's similar enough that they look like they go together, which is kind of what we want. And inside, I've done absolutely nothing. Yeah, nothing inside at all yet. I'll do that at another time, but right now, I need to go to sleep before things start spawning on here. We need to figure out how we're going to light up this well area. Which brings me back to the light pack, which shows the areas in red where mobs can spawn, or at least where the light level is low enough for mobs to spawn. And you can see here, yeah, we got a fair bit of work to do, particularly to the roof of this place. So let's get up on top of this thing and see how we can make this less spawnable, because these are all full blocks. And I think what I'm going to do is probably something very similar to what I did on that one, and just to hide some lanterns inside of mini blocks. So if I get rid of that half slab there, pop a lantern on there, do the same at this end, like that, we can hide those, and that's going to cover up quite a good area. And we need to probably do something similar down here in the middle as well. Maybe one there, and on this side maybe one there. Now it will look a little bit odd, but it's better than having mobs spawning on there. And here we can do exactly the same thing by popping one there, and that should make the entire top of this house non-spawnable now, which it seems to be. We've got a few red bits around there, but none of those are actual spawnable blocks, so we should be fine there. So let me get some mini blocks. And the easiest way to do this is to pop a mini block on top of that lantern there. Use the red dye to spin it round so that it's nice and straight. Use the black dye to make it big. Then we got a nice big hitbox on this thing to move it down. Get it down so it's flush with our roof, which is just pretty much there. And then we can make it back small again. Now that's actually a little bit low down. So let me see if I can make this a bit bigger. I've got to find the hitbox on it. There we go now. And I'm going to bring it up slightly to there. And now I'm going to make it small again. And there we go. That's absolutely fine. Well, you can still see the lamp sticking out the top. You can. Now, we could actually just leave them as full-size blocks like that. That might not be too weird. But I don't know if the oak blocks are the best thing for that. Come on. Grow. Grow. There we go. Now let's go and have a look and see what that looks like instead of them being mini blocks. Doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks a little bit weird. Oh, and we haven't got a chimney. We need a chimney for this building. But yeah, have we got another mini block that might be better there? I could do with some planks, really. I don't think I've got any planks yet. No, I don't. Well, as soon as I've got some planks, we can switch those out. But for now, that will do. But we are going to make them small again, because I think when they look big like that, that's just too weird. Now, technically here, what I could do is actually move that mini block down in place of that one and put the light source inside it as a full block and completely disguise it. But if I do that, then the lantern isn't going to sit in there, which means I'm going to need a torch. And it would work, but I think this is fine. At least we know where the mini blocks are there. I think if you start hiding full blocks with mini blocks, or like pretending they're full blocks, it's going to be very easy to forget where they are. And there we go, that's got a lovely chimney now. Now all I need to do is sort this thing out, which is going to be relatively easy to do. And we're going to do this in exactly the same way we've done other things, by just ripping a hole in the floor, popping a torch there, and then just putting a slab back on top. Now that is going to make it look unnaturally light at night, but I don't know how else we could do this other than potentially using a different type of light source, maybe a soul lantern, because they're a bit darker. But then we'd need more of them anyway to make it fully lit. So yeah, I don't think it really matters what we choose. It's it's going to be dark or too bright, one or the other. As you may be able to see, I have been around this area with my torches and my lanterns, discovering all of the potential spawnable areas and making them non-spawnable. I think I've just about managed that. However, this roof has still got some spawnable spots on it, believe it or not. I never noticed that before, so I think we might need another lantern up there. But yeah, I've tried very hard to do every single little spot around here, because the last thing we want is mob spawning in our area, particularly if we're going to have villagers in here at some point. And I think I've managed it. Now, interestingly, if I go underneath and have a look at what I've done, you can see, if I look up, all of the holes that I've made to put torches in order to light the area up above that. So I've done quite a good job looking from down here at least. But yeah, up there, I think we've still got a lot of work to do before that entire area is completely done. Bits like this, where they go in between, I don't 100% know how I'm going to manage to light those up, other than potentially putting in some pathways with lampposts and things. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit weird. Same sort of thing for this bit over here. We're going to need to do something with that, and it looks like I've got a couple of spawnable bits over here as well. Quick, make another hole in the floor below. There we go. That's solved that little problem. Jeez, I'm going to be doing this for a long time. However, I'm not going to be doing any more now because, unfortunately, that is the end of today's episode. So, as usual, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you like the changes we've made today. If you do, please leave a comment and let me know what you think of our new brightness, our new look, and our sound quality as well. And I've also tweaked the video quality slightly, so it should look a little bit better as well. Please let me know if you can notice any of those things and if you prefer it or not. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!